call it F-U-T.
Yeah, because
football.
it's Spanish football.
Yeah, football. Because we have this game that they have in bars sometimes, where...
Yeah,
football.
Yeah.
And we call that football.
I know, because it comes from Germany.
Oh, so football is soccer.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was called football. It's actually called football because it's a foot.
Right.
Oh, and this, what do you guys call this?
Kicker.
Kicker. I like that. I'm going to go to in New York because there's this bar there. I'm going to say, I'm going to play some kicker. They're French though, so they might have a different name. Kicker. Oh, I see. It's complicated writing. That's not a problem. I mean, I don't know what you're going to do. Like German writing for an English class, it's hard to know what to do about that. But did the football bother you?
No.
No? Did it seem too much?
No.
No? If they say no. What's FC? No, don't tell us. Oh, wait. Actually, maybe I don't know. What's FC?
Some kind of football, something.
Okay, you don't know. Do you know? Do you know?
It's a soccer club. But I know it's part of the name, right? Like
That's what I thought it was.
Football club.
Fußball club.
So what's one F?
First football club. Oh.
I'd get rid of that one. Because you're talking about FC Milan. What's AC? You're talking about AC Milan. I don't know what AC stands for. Whatever, that's a minor point. I don't think the football's a problem. I think it blends in. Okay, now...
I have a question.
Oh.
What is with my story?
I did it last week.
I didn't get mine, but I didn't get it back. I was sick. I'm sorry. You have still my...
Wait, you were here last week.
No, I wasn't.
Did we talk about her story?
No.
Oh, I had it in my mind that we talked about it. I'm sorry. I don't think I have it. Oh, la la. Oh, yeah. Oh, the roses. We didn't talk about it last week. We wouldn't have because you weren't here. Oh, I thought it's weird. I kind of thought we did. Oh, Oh, I had so many comments about that. Well, I have them. I must have it still, right?
Yeah.
How can I get a paper to you?
I can pick it up.
Okay. From me?
Yeah.
You want to pick it up tomorrow?
Sure.
Okay, good. So I'll bring it tomorrow. Oh, remember that. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's weird. I sort of just, because I thought we discussed it, like in the old, wait a minute.
We did not discuss it.
No.
We didn't, but that's with the man, the crinkly man.
Yep, the wrinkled man.
Wow, okay. I guess we didn't. Obviously we
I
didn't.
have read it.
All right, let's talk about it. Yeah. I mean, who remembers that? I want to talk generally about, well, I have a little time still. Who remembers Sabrina's story?
Me.
Okay, let's talk about that while we get to class. You'll get my comments. Is that it? Yeah, roses are red, violets are blue. Was denkst du? Wait, did she visit the husband now?
Yeah, the grave.
Oh, in the new beginning.
But I wanted, that's the point of it. I don't want it to say it at the beginning that he was dead.
I know, I understand. So, like, yeah, because it says
I
here.
understood it that way.
Yeah. I guess because we read the story, that's the first version.
Yep.
I don't remember the first version.
Wait, so was it clear to you what happened?
It was clear to me, but I thought he was dead since a long time, and I was kind of shocked that it was only last weekend when he died, so to say. But I realized, for me he was dead. I don't know why, but
I realized that.
This is good. This is what it's good to have people read it, because then you hear like she thought that, so maybe you want people to think that, or maybe it's not clear. So, but this is good for you to hear all this. And what was your okay? So we had one person who thought he was dead for a while, and the roses were from before. What were some other thoughts? I've been reading it along, so I knew I didn't. This is good that people read it for a while. And the other, so your thing was what?
Well, that I first didn't know what it was about, but that's fine. I mean, that's okay. The narrator doesn't have to say everything at the beginning. So I was just wondering what's happening here, because she mentioned that she hasn't cried since that day. So I was wondering what day, what happened, and then she starts reflecting all that. And well, I just thought, because like this, these reflections are stretched out quite a lot. Just this part where she describes how they actually met and that they went out after the wedding, whatever, it's pretty fast.
It goes fast?
Yeah, it goes fast, like in comparison to the other parts where she thinks a lot about, I don't know, about the roses and other events.
And what about isn't there a wrinkly man who appears early on? What was he all about?
He was a neighbor, wasn't he?
Yeah, but it's not really clear. He just appears. So when I read this first, and the wrinkly man comes up here at the beginning, and I didn't know that this man is actually dead, her husband. I thought maybe it's some sort of like creepy story, that there's something. Actually, I thought maybe this wrinkly man somehow has like cursed her husband or something. It could be like some sort of story. But I don't know why why he gets so much attention here, and then like.
Yeah, the wrinkly man gets a lot of attention. It's sort of because it's just sort of like because I don't know what the wrinkly man sort of is there for. It's kind of like with Heather's thing.
I connected him to the neighbor. She lives next to a neighbor who looks the same almost. I think it comes at the end or something.
But the neighbor.
So she remembers every time she sees the neighbor, she remembers the story again. It's like
Wait, so every time she remembers kissing her husband, she remembers the time the wrinkly man came and saw her?
No. Every time the wrinkly man comes through the door or something, she sees him. Right. Then she thinks about the neighbor who was there when she first kissed her husband.
No, it was not a neighbor.
Or
it was a wrinkly man. Wow, it's confusing though. It seems to be confusing. Now I'm really confused.
Okay.
Okay, so that's good though. So this wrinkly man's a little confusing.
Yeah.
Okay.
In a good way.
The rose is, when he died, maybe it's a little confusing. Heather, did you read it?
I don't remember that.
Okay. Yeah, it was last week, so.
And I mean, like the whole story.
Yeah.
The story when they like first meet and like they go out and everything, that's like super smooth going, everything.
Yeah.
And then there's this wrinkly man, and I didn't really know what to make out of it.
Yeah. And what about the ending?
Well.
How does it end? Actually, read. Here, let's have. Do you have a copy?
Kind of romantic. The roses fade away.
Yeah, that's very nice. And what about the trip to the Virginia?
Well, that's part of the smooth going story of meetings, going out, dating. It's like all their lives has been happy together, and then just this event that he died. Actually, I guess is what like.
But that makes sense. If you're an old lady remembering your life, you probably and your husband died within a week.
Remember the good things, yeah.
You're remembering all the beautiful things.
Well, I think you remember also like the bad things you like.
Yeah,
but when you sad,
when just die, you just think about it.
But when you're sad, you cry a lot, then you don't remember the bad things.
Yeah. Unless you're talking about sometimes maybe you might feel regret, like you said, oh, I wish I would have
taken the other guy or what?
Yeah,
the wrinkly man.
Wait, what? You're talking about the wrinkly man now? Yeah, that's a monster in the story. Half it's a monster story and half it's a love story. And this wrinkly man, and then they ran back to the wedding. Oh, the wrinkly man. Oh, and then later, the wrinkly man finally killed her husband. Yeah, and put the roses there.
Wrinkly roses.
So that's basically wrinkly roses. Unless that's your thing about but that makes sense that she would just remember the beautiful flowing things that happened.
I think so too.
Yeah, well. But yeah, she thinks of all those nice things, but like if she thinks of her first kiss, it's only this connection with the wrinkly man, and I don't know.
Okay, so maybe that's something to work on. Maybe the clarity with the beginning and although it didn't bother you that you know whether he died before, whether he died yesterday, it sort of didn't matter that much, right?
No.